This is the Roma ghetto in the Czech city of Ústí nad Labem. Many of the houses are run down. Some don't have running water. Ondra, Miro, and Marcel grew up here. The three friends returned to their former neighborhood a few weeks ago when right-wing extremists tried to storm the area. Hundreds of residents gathered to stop them. Miro tells me if it weren't for the police, it could have been much worse. They were really threatening, Miro says. At one point they came so close to us, I was scared. They tried to break through the police chain to grab me. We were really angry. We wanted to fight them. Ústí nad Labem is home to many Roma, and the animosity is high. City officials even tried to wall off the Roma settlement, but international outcry forced them to shelve the plans. Miro and Ondra reside in this high-rise apartment block. More and more Roma families are moving out of the ghetto, and their new neighbors often react with hostility. Both in their early 20s, Miro and Ondra still live with their parents. Miro shares a 65-square-meter apartment with his mother, father, and one of his sisters. None of them have a steady job. At the moment, Miro has an income. Black market work that pays €2.50 an hour. I tried to find a normal job when I finished school, he said. I went to the job center and filled out applications. I wanted to become a chef, but I never found more than part-time work. Miro's mother tells me the job center always says there's nothing available. It's because of our dark skin. Ondra butts in saying, there's never work for us Roma. Under the table, he rolls a joint. Memories linger of the hate campaign against the Roma late this summer. Neo-Nazis organized rallies across the Czech Republic. They were joined by many average citizens, chanting slogans like "Gypsies out." Many of them were normal people, says Ondra. Normal people like those who live in the same high-rise apartment block as Miro and Ondra. Neighbor Jan Stiblo didn't join the neo-Nazi marches, but the pensioner did start a petition against the Roma, collecting 300 signatures. We, the undersigned, object to the behavior of the Roma community, he reads. We demand the police do something about it. The Roma don't respect the local populace. They are noisy, they steal, and they frighten us. Stiblo says he wants nothing to do with the right-wing extremists. He adds that some Roma even signed his petition. I just want them to behave like normal people, he says. That's not racism. Ústí nad Labem has been hit hard by the global financial crisis. The industrial city is suffering falling wages and high unemployment. The frustration is adding to the anti-Roma sentiment. 100,000 people live in the city, 1/10 of them Roma. There are some Roma who are okay, says this man. We have no problem with them when they behave, adds his companion. I hate the Roma, says this woman. This woman also has strong feelings. Violence is not a solution, but we should throw the ones that don't work out of our country. Ondra and Miro are Czech citizens, so the idea of deporting them is absurd. The pair pay a visit to Ondra's sister. Andrea finished school and worked part-time as a cleaner until she had her first child when she was 17. She now has 3 kids and her husband is on the hunt for work. The family of 5 live in a one-room apartment. Family and friends are constantly dropping by. The home is a constant hive of activity. Almost all of them survive on welfare benefits. People complain that we live off their tax money, says Ondra. But if they would give us work, we could earn our own money. Ondra's sister chimes in, the Czechs think we're lazy. That's not true. We would like to work, but how? The apartment is not just small, it's also expensive. Ondra's sister wants to move, but she says their chances of finding a new place are slim because of their name, their appearance, and their accent. This apartment belongs to another Roma. He's profiting from their desperation. Ondra's sister shows us the bathroom. It's the only place we can store anything, she says. The washing machine is also broken, she laughs. That's all the family needs. This is the school nearest to the Roma neighborhood. Miro used to go here. It's a special school. Principal Martina Brehelova has worked here for over 20 years. An above-average number of Roma children end up here because this school is so close to their homes, and because other schools don't consider the disadvantages they face in their entrance tests. But they aren't stupid. It's just that Roma children receive far less support from their families. It's not easy for Roma children in the Czech education system. According to Martina Brehelova, it's not just because their parents don't always look after them properly. She tells me the state must do more to promote integration. The principal tells me that recently Czech education authorities asked them to count the Roma children. They want us to judge which children were Roma and which were not on the basis of their physical appearance. I didn't react and haven't heard anything since then. Education authorities put the scheme on ice because of the criticism it received from many teachers. One year ago, police in Ústí nad Labem started a pilot project. Roma like Alena Banova and Karel Samun are being trained as special police officers in an attempt to combat rising crime. The city's ombudsman for minorities, Pavel Vodsadalek, helped initiate the project. He believes there will be less friction if the crime rate among the Roma falls. We want to diffuse the hatred. The Roma police officers are helping us. They should get close to the people in their community and help implement law and order. The idea gives the impression that the Roma themselves are to blame for the discrimination against them. The patrols have proved useful, though. Officers often mediate and help iron out arguments, but they can't address the core problem. Officer Alena Banova sums it up. We often face racism when we look for work. If you have dark skin, you're rejected, whether you're a good citizen or not. We also face racism in local businesses and in the schools. Every Sunday, Ondra plays soccer with his mates. It's an all-Roma team, started by policeman Karl Samun. This team captain explains that it should teach the young men social skills and discipline. He says many have problems with unemployment and criminality. He says we're trying to awaken their sporting ambition. We hope it makes them more reliable. Ondra is a defensive midfielder. He could also play for a regular club, but he fears he would have to deal with discrimination. Back in the high-rise apartment block, Miro has no interest in soccer. His biggest passion is making music with his friends. He'd like to take part in a reality TV show and be discovered as a singer. He dreams of becoming a star. It's a dream shared by many others like him, who otherwise have little chance of escaping poverty.